Hello, welcome back. Got a new update, haul, pickup / show off some things I've already owned video. It's been probably a couple weeks since I've made a video. We are in South Carolina and we're currently without power. We lost power Friday morning and it's the following Wednesday now. So that kind of sucks. Could be worse. It is what it is. But my daughter and I are sitting here bored. She's playing with her Barbies, so you might hear her playing in the background a little. I decided to take this time, since I can't watch any of these movies, to make an update video. First thing, as you can see, is this Halloween 2 pumpkin. My wife and daughter and I were camping up in Tennessee, and we stopped at a Spirit Halloween, and we got lucky. I think it was a Spirit Halloween that just opened, so they had this out on the shelf. The other spirits we stopped at have been sold out, so finally was able to pick up this Halloween 2 pumpkin. I just need to find a good place for it. And so let's jump into things I've picked up. First thing I picked up here is Stigmata. Grabbed this off of Amazon a couple weeks ago. I don't remember how much it was, but it was fairly cheap enough for me to want to grab it. This is a movie. My wife and I saw this before we were married in the theater while we were dating. I think this movie came out in 99, so we saw it in like the year 2000. I believe it was at one of those movie theaters where it's had its theatrical run and then they move it to a cheaper theater. So it was either the cheaper theater in my hometown or the one in her hometown. I don't remember which one, but I think I still have the ticket stub from when we went and saw this. So Stigmata from like 1999, 2000 with Gabriel Byrne. I believe I have another Gabriel Byrne movie here. I'll have to look and see. So that was the first thing, and then I picked up The First Omen finally. My wife and I... Oh, here goes the tripod. Let's see if I can keep that steady and not hit stuff here, because I don't want to film this again. First Omen, based off the trailers, I didn't think this would be that good, but when my wife and I watched it, it actually was pretty good. It's a pretty good prequel for The Omen. So when we get our power back on, we plan on watching at least the original Omens. We probably won't watch that remake because I've got the Scream Factory set that has the original, 3 Omens plus the remake. I can't remember what all is in the set, but I don't think we'll watch the remake. We didn't like that. We watched it years ago. Another one we just watched together, we picked this up last week, is Long Legs. And we both enjoyed it. I knew going into it they compared it to Silence of the Lambs. I think that was a bad comparison. It wasn't really anything like that, other than having a female FBI agent. But I still really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Nick Cage movies. It probably needed more Nick Cage. It needed more Long Legs in this movie, I think. But overall, it was a good movie. Osgood Perkins did a good job directing it, I think. So it had a good vibe to it. Let's see. Next, some Vinegar Syndrome stuff I picked up from the beginning of last month, something like that. Tammy and the T-Rex Blu-ray. I know this is out on 4K, but I've never seen it, so I figured if this is made from the same 4K scan as the 4K, this will be worth picking up, checking out. Hopefully it's good. And then my ever-going quest to watch and own all of Dario Argento, either directed and or written movies. I also picked up Trauma from Vinegar Syndrome. This is a Argento movie I haven't seen, so hopefully this is good. It's usually not mentioned with his other well-known movies or often talked about movies, but hopefully it's good. I'm sure I'll enjoy it because every Argento movie I've seen, I've enjoyed, and I've seen a huge chunk of his movies. Then one of the greatest sequels ever made, also from Vinegar Syndrome. Didn't think this would ever get a 4K. Howling 2. I did a short on this. There's the original artwork. There's the back. But already watched this, just as great as I remember it being as a kid. Of course, it's nothing like the original, and it's not a good movie at all, but still fun to watch. Then another movie with Gabriel Byrne, just like Stigmata. This is a Coen's brother movie. This is a really good movie, really good, I guess you would call it, mobster crime movie. If I'm not mistaken, takes place during the Prohibition. But that's Miller's Crossing. It's got Gabriel Byrne's, John Turturro, I believe, is in it for a little while. So it's a really good Coen Brothers movie. Then a few Arrow pickups here. This is the Chronicles of Riddick. This is a 3-disc 4K. It's 3 different cuts on 4K. You got the theatrical cut, you've got the director cut on 4K, and then you got the limited edition exclusive cut. I don't know what is different on that cut. I'll probably watch that one or the director's cut first because I've seen the theatrical cut before. But really cool packaging. It's real similar to the pitch black slipcover they had on the Blu-ray. I don't believe the 4K had the slipcover. See if I can stack this up here without dropping it off. Then another giallo, kind of like Trauma. This is from Arrow, and it's a Sergio Martino movie. I've got a few of his movies, so hopefully I'll be able to jump in and do like a marathon watch of his movies. But this is a kind of a giallo slasher torso. So looking forward when the power's back on to getting to watch that this month. And here's a movie I've seen probably numerous times. I'm pretty sure my wife and I saw it originally when it first came out in the theater. If not, we rented it right away. We probably didn't see this in the theater because our kids would have been young, so we probably waited and rented it when it first came out. But I watched it recently last year in the Scream Factory Friday the 13th box set. The Blu-ray looked really good, so hopefully this 4K, which I'm sure with it being Arrow, it will look good. But it's got the original cut, if I'm not mistaken, plus the killer cut. So you got theatrical cut on disc 1, then the unrated, I'm assuming it's unrated, killer cut. So got some cool stuff, postcard, booklet, and poster in here, which has the original poster plus the new artwork that you saw on the slipcover. I was hoping to get this in time for Friday the 13th a couple weeks ago, but Amazon took forever to ship it out. Now let's jump into some Steelbooks. I've got South Horizon, Kevin Costner, exclusive limited edition Steelbook. This one appears to be in flawless condition. Kind of hard to get it all in frame here. Haven't watched this yet. I know there's a part 2 coming out. I enjoy Westerns. I enjoy Kevin Costner, so this one should be good. Hopefully. Then we got the Lionsgate Steelbook of Saw X. It's kind of pretty shiny there, isn't it? Saw X. My wife and I saw this in the theater. Did it come out earlier this year or the end of last year? I don't remember which one, but we both enjoyed it. So, might revisit this month. Then another Lionsgate Steelbook. Angel Has Fallen. They're plastic slipcovers, just like Saw X. Pretty good action movie. Then my daughter and I can't wait to watch this together. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Great looking steelbook. This is how steelbooks should be done. Then maybe the last steelbook. No, I've got another Scream Factory one there. George A. Romero's part of his zombie movies. I think this might be the 4th one, so it wouldn't be trilogy. but Diary of the Dead. This is not a great movie at all. I do enjoy watching it just because, but it's a Blu-ray. Steelbook looks really cool. Steelbook looks way better than a movie this bad should look. But I enjoy watching it, even though I know it sucks. One of his worst movies. Then I got a good stack of Scream Factory stuff here. Let's jump into when they were doing the out of print sale. Got Roger Corman's Battle Beyond the Stars. Really colorful, good looking steelbook. Mine doesn't want to close all the way. I've had that issue on quite a few steelbooks lately. But that was the sticker that was on the plastic. This is the J card. Kind of basic on the inside, but most of the ones they released around the time this one came out are kind of basic on the inside. They have like a quote and that's it. I have not seen this, so it'll be a blind watch. With it being Roger Corman, I'm sure it's going to be kind of cheesy and most likely using shots from other movies of his. So let's jump into a bunch of Scream Factory stuff. I grabbed most, if not all of this, from groove.com. Well, we got The Island of Dr. Moreau, another not great movie, but when I was a teenager, when this came out, probably 96, I really enjoyed it. It's got reversible art with the original poster art. I enjoyed watching this. I remember when it came out. And there goes the tripod again. Sorry about that. I remember when it came out, how it was, I'm pretty sure it's one of Marlon Brando's last movies. I don't think it's his last, but close to it, but he hammed it up. He really went over top in it. It's a mess of a movie, but I've always enjoyed watching it, and I haven't seen it in a long time, so looking forward to watching it again. Then this is one I'd recently just watched, the Scream Factory Blu-ray of it, and then picked up, I think my wife grabbed me Strangers Chapter 1 Steelbook. Pretty sure she found it for me because I couldn't find it anywhere. But this is the 4K. The Strangers. Haven't watched it yet since I recently watched it. I need to watch it because the disc is actually scratched on it. Let's see if it'll show up on here. It probably won't. Yeah, it's not going to show up. But either way, the disc is pretty scratched, so I need to watch it. That way, if I need a replacement, I can contact Scream Factory. It's a known thing with them with their scratched disc. So, next is one I've already watched. My wife and I watched this together when we got it in. We watched it right after we watched The First Omen. And it's Village of the Damned. It's another one probably from the mid-90s. I'm not mistaken. Yep, 95, I think. So maybe a year before Island of Dr. Moreau. But with Christopher Reeve, I've always enjoyed this movie. I'm pretty sure this might be one of the last ones Christopher Reeve was in. But really enjoyed it. Good stuff. I know people think this is one of John Carpenter's worst movies, but I actually enjoy it. It's one of my favorite Carpenter movies. Then these last two I haven't watched since I got them in either, since I don't have power, and that's the Amityville Horror Remake. No reversible art on this. Haven't seen this since it originally came out, whenever that was. 2005, yep. Then The Boy. Watched this a few years ago. I don't even know how old this movie is. 2015, so it's probably been since 2016, 17 since we've seen it. And I had the Blu-ray of this, but it's nice upgrading it. I remember us enjoying it. I don't think it was the greatest movie, but for the premise, it was pretty good. Then the last thing, something I actually just got a couple days ago, got it Monday. I've been wanting to watch this movie for months. I've held off watching it on, I think it was on HBO Max, but held off because I knew this was coming out. And then a couple months ago I pre-ordered it. And that is The Hitcher from Second Sight, their big box release. Comes with this big J card. It's one that you can just slide it in, so that's cool. That you can keep it with it. Pretty much flawless packaging. And then it comes with the screenplay, the movie, or a book, and then the movie. Let's pull this out here. So you got art cards. I'm sure everybody and their mother's seen the art cards. They've been shown off a lot. Then you got the screenplay. Then you got it's a hardback book, really thick. I'll probably read that this week since I can't watch the actual movie. And then kind of in a digibook packaging, you got the movie. So yeah, really looking forward to watching this. Hopefully the power's back on. This will be the first movie I watch when the power's back on. But that's all I've got to show off right now. I might have missed a thing or two. I'm not sure. I've got some more stuff from Vinegar Syndrome coming in. Of course, we've got some new Scream Factory stuff that's come out the last few weeks. I'm going to try to pick up as soon as I can. But that's it. Thanks for checking the video out.